Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen. I am creating this video for you on May 24th or 25th, okay? 2025, depending on where you're at in the world. That's just the manufacturing date of this video, but tarot is timeless, so if you feel drawn to this reading for any reason, there's probably something here for you, okay? All right, so I don't know what's going to come out, but before I start your reading, I want to be the first to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. So let's see what wants to come out for your reading today. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed if you're, cross-watching. All right. Also, that these readings can count for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, okay? So check your other placements. We have hammer. So it can stand for rebuilding as well as sabotaging or tearing down. It can talk about integration. It can talk about repetitive, persistent, and working on it. So we're going to see what wants to come out in the tarot on that one. And romance angels. Anything. Separation. So. All right. On the bottom of that is trust. I don't know if there is a separation coming to an end, or if there is one that's about to happen. The hammer, like it says, it can tear down or it can rebuild. All right, so let's just get into the tarot. It looks like that's where we're going to find out more information. So show me what I need to see for this Aquarius video today, or whoever's watching who needs the message. 9 cards. If you like my videos, I post twice a day. I post between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I post at 10:30 p.m. And that comes with a live chat if you like to hang out and chat with other people. Change. 8 of Worlds. There's going to be a shift in focus because either you're going to be focusing your energies on moving away from an energy, okay, whether one literally home or work or whatever, and there's the energy of, well, I'm going to focus on moving away from this or moving toward it and rebuilding it, okay, either way. So your focus will be for one or the other here, it seems like, to continue moving away from it or to work on it. 2 of Cups reverse. That's what it's about so far. What are you guys? So 8 of Cups reverse can be about a return. So there could be somebody that you are literally separated from at the current moment. And somebody doesn't really like that. And somebody's going to want to work on that because 9 of Cups reverse is the center of this reading. So it's not somebody's plan, okay, or wish fulfillment to be in separation any longer. So because of that, it looks like a return. There will probably be a choice then. There could be, could be a choice. It's going to come up, obviously, fortune. Okay. Strength in reverse. I'm getting a few different messages at the same time. That's why I'm not trying to be quiet, but I'm actually getting a couple of different things, and I'm trying to put it together because I'm getting it from two different sides here. There is something about somebody. There is an energy of someone returning and changing. Okay, so either changing or saying they've changed or trying to change. We still have the devil's play still here, unless someone's a literal Capricorn. Okay, but we could also be dealing with a couple different people as well, because the Sage of Cups is a younger energy, more emotional, wears a heart on their sleeve. Or it could be someone also that is not in the house, okay, or that you're in separation from. 4 wands reverse. You could be in separation from a younger person. It doesn't have to be, but they're showing up as a sage and not as like a king or a queen or anything like that. Over here, this is really about focusing on, I feel like with the highest intention. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, and so I do feel like if somebody returns, I feel like I feel like their intentions are high, okay? I feel like if somebody comes in and says, I want to work on this with you, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, I want to work on this with you, I feel the intentions are legit. And I feel like it is the right time for someone to come back and make contact. Okay, I feel like the timing is right. But there's this sort of, this like, I want to say dreamy energy, this 7 of Cups. It's kind of like really thinking about what you want. And I do feel like, maybe someone's had a dream about you, okay? And now they just want to connect, You know how it happens. Sometimes you haven't seen someone, then you have a fear dream, something happened to them, you want to connect, You're just like, but I'm not saying that's the case. Maybe someone did, but this is someone who does want to connect and has the highest or best intentions when they do it. Okay, they don't like not being or focusing on a connection with you. They don't like that. But we have this devil's play, so this could be some sort of attachment in the energy that could come between you. I don't know. And that could be a person. It could be, something that tempts them off their path, whatever. And that's what could cause pain. But that could also be someone's fear, because this is like, I feel like this is showing up as the future over here. So somebody, right, fear, this is it. So somebody does have fear that if someone comes in or comes back with the highest intentions, someone is afraid to go for it because they don't want to get hurt again, really, is what that's saying. So let's start clarifying. Tell me about the 8 of Worlds. Tell me about the 8 of Worlds. There's a blockage, and the card's blocked up. The Emperor reverse, okay. And the Knight of Wands, and here's the Devil again. Okay. So I feel like if you have history with this person, I feel like some sort of sadness. Okay. But this attachment thing is even showing up here. Okay. And it's like if somebody from the past that you have been in separation from was on some sort of path, okay? It's just showing up as the devil's path. It's the temptation that gets you off your path, right? It's the divine detour, because then down the devil's path, unless it's a Capricorn, there's going to be some spiritual lessons around this, some things, bumps in the road, karmic experiences to get someone back on path. So there's also going to be a few towers that will pop up in a person's journey or path to get them back on path. Depending how far gone a person is will also depend on how big a tower will be, right? How much presence and awareness needs to be brought back to a person can depend on how big a tower can be, right? So there's a younger energy that's coming in, charging in, but there's the energy of, well, my boundaries are up because you know what happened before, okay? And someone does feel bad for how they interacted before, okay? But that's not, it doesn't seem like it's going to stop someone from trying to say what they need to say. So I do feel like someone is either wants to say something, wants to get a message to you, and it's a person who's been in separation. You've been in separation from. The Emperor can be a divine counterpart, divine masculine, a father figure, a yang. It's very divine masculine. I think I said that already. So, now, if anybody has any problems when it comes to, I don't see the world here. Well, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this came to me at the right time. If anybody is stuck when it comes to traveling or moving from country to country, it might have some restrictions. That's like saying the country or the government. Okay, so somebody might be held in separation and trying to work on regaining their status to enter a country or re-enter or something like that. Okay, we'll see if that working out, but I just see like no movement. So if someone is literally stuck in a country, okay, for whatever reason, it may be a little bit longer, a delay in that, and it could be like the devil in the details that create that issue, and it might not be even related to you but affect you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Tell me about the this way. Eight of Cups reverse. Yeah, somebody does decide to come back, all right? And it could be somebody who for whatever, before there could have been some sort of resistance in the connection, okay? It could have even been a problem with, because there are 3 people in this card, 2 people about ready to go at it, and this is coming up, this could be coming up as the history, something in the history here. And yeah, this is why you don't, this is why there hasn't been a new beginning between you and this person, because it has something to do with some history here. The separation happened for a reason, and so that reason has got to be, got to move past that. What was the reason for the separation seems to be the reason. Someone might be coming back saying they've changed. So just be careful for that. Someone could say they've changed or there is change. Also, someone could even lie and say they're stuck in a country and they're not stuck. And just, there's because the Emperor is reversed. So be careful, because maybe someone is changed, but maybe someone is not changed and they are trying to. I don't see the Magician. I actually see the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and that's positive. Tell me about that. All right, so this is like, this could be some positive news. All right. So right now, if there's a separation that ends, okay, and there's lots of reasons people can be separated. It's not always, You know, literally they can get stuck in another country. They could be and they just can't get back, right? But someone could have some sort of good news that there is change. So if someone is literally stuck somewhere, hasn't been able to be with you, I feel like there's change in that. So far, it's not showing this separation. Like, in other words, if this is a separation from somebody, let me clarify this before I open my mouth. Tell me about the Three of Crystals first. Because I feel like, I don't feel like strong anger. Like, I don't feel that. And, you know, I feel like you guys could hug it out. Or will hug. Because it doesn't, I don't see a Seven of Swords. And a Seven of Swords talks about a deception. Ten of Swords talks about a hard ending. Like, this could just be you are separated from your person. And that's about to end. Tell me about that three. Why is that there? This is almost reminds me of, you want the good news or the bad news? Good news is, I get to come home. We're going to be together. We're not going to be separated. I get to come home. Bad news is I got to go back out. Kind of gives me that vibe. Like when someone is a service, in service, or does a service or a contract, even contractual work, even like people who work on ships, contractual work where you're gone, truck drivers or anything, where you're gone, you know, and then come back. But let's not get it confused. This can be separation with anybody. Doesn't have to be like, I just get the vibe, like I'm not getting anger. Like this is, I feel like you're gonna enjoy the exchange. I feel like you have feelings for this person, and maybe you've missed this person. I do feel like there's a hug. Anyway, being guided. Tell me about now the Two of Cups. And by the way, we have the Two of Cups in the upright here. So this is about separation ending. All right. I just don't feel like it's, yeah. Somebody's missing you. Or you're missing someone. And somebody may be wanting somebody to get out of a marriage or something that they're in some sort of contract, spiritual contract with, so they can have a new beginning here with Aquarius. So, all I can say is separation. If this is your reading, separation is going to end. If you want it to, obviously you have your own free will. If you don't want something to change and you have the ability to control that, then you do what you want. But this is just, I don't know, like, I don't think you're aware. It's awakening, it's judgment, and it's Aquarius in the reverse. I think somebody makes a decision to come toward you, or literally judgment. Sometimes if there's legal documents and stuff like that, usually I'll get like justice card, but when I get judgment, it's almost like it could be like a final judgment in that. So somebody could be getting like approval. But someone could be awakening that you've been separated from. Somebody who could have been on some sort of wrong path here with the devil. This is somebody who may want to come in and talk to you. Give me a card for that. Yeah. But I mean, it looks more like someone's awakening and changing their ways. This was somebody who, it looks like somebody could have been in a twin flame separation. Somebody could have been in separation from somebody younger. Okay, you know, so a younger person. But this is where somebody stops resisting and somebody stops running. But there's the fear, and I have Gemini there with the Lovers. But there's the fear about having a new beginning, okay? It's like wanting the new beginning but being afraid because, you know, will it go all the distance? Well, somebody plans for it to. When somebody comes in, they plan to go the distance with you. So if there's a person you've been in separation from, the Ten of Pentacles is on their mind. And that's like, when you're thinking about the Ten of Pentacles, you are thinking about the future. Okay, the long term. So there is someone who's coming in to start their future with you. And I do feel the ability for separation is over, whether someone was stuck in a country or stuck in a mindset or stuck in a karmic relationship, whatever. There's the opportunity here anyways. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, they see you differently now, but you don't know they see you differently now. Damn. They see you differently now, but you don't know they see you differently now. Jeez. And somebody, the Hierophant keeps coming up. Somebody might be married. Somebody might literally have to get out of a situation. And maybe there's going to be a situation that happens with that. Okay. Because they got feeling. And I can see that. I can see somebody cutting someone off saying, look, I have feelings for someone else. And it's a quick cutoff. Not even, you know, not even breakup sex, nothing. Off. I was trying to be funny when I said that, so I don't know. Anyways, now here we have the Magician. No going forward. Okay. No going forward with, it looks like there's a Hierophant. Somebody is either going to break away or not get married to, or someone may want to think about it. It also can talk about, like, let's say someone's engaged, but they haven't got married, right? And somebody starts getting cold feet. And somebody could break up to be with somebody else, because I see someone's left out, and I see I need to clarify more of that, because I'm getting that other energy of, you know, when you move on to a new connection, somebody wants to return. Okay. Either way, you're going to cut off the one you don't love, period. And that's as simple as I can say it. If you don't love someone, you're cutting them off, or they can stay cut off. But when it comes to the separation, somebody judged or handled things poorly with you. This is someone, when they come back in, you're worried about starting a new beginning because you don't want to go through it. If you're thinking about that, or you're worried it could happen again, because like I said, for somebody, you know, like, I feel like someone was literally stuck or couldn't be with you or something like that for another reason. And it's almost like you're afraid, well, what if it happens again? So that's where it could vary a little bit. But in the end, we have an Ace of Pentacles, and that is a relationship. So what is, how does Aquarius feel about this person coming in with this offer? Or how does Aquarius feel? How does Aquarius feel about ending separation? How does Aquarius feel about ending separation? And my candle just went out too. Okay, now here's the Tower. You know, your biggest problem you have with this is, you know, I don't want, because I'm hearing falter. I'm hearing falter. I'm hearing a song, and I will not falter. I'm hearing a song. I will. It's a song from the 80s, and I will not falter. It's like an 80s pop band. But anyway, this is them saying, I won't fail you. And this is you being like, but what if what happens before happened? Because I don't want to be negative, because maybe, maybe this person was stuck in a bad contract, right? And working out of the country or something like that. And they were stuck. But this is like somebody saying it won't happen. And this is like you saying, but what if? So that's how you're looking at it. You have feelings for this person, and I think you want a new beginning, but the whole thing is you don't want to have to go through that, what you went through without them before. So you might require more information when it comes to them proving to you or reassuring, because I don't know if anyone could ever prove you, but when it comes to reassuring you it won't happen again, it looks like, that kind of, you would feel better if you had it. Okay, because you just want to make sure they're not going to take off again if you let them back into your life. Or you just want to make sure, basically, you want to make sure they don't have to take off again if you let them back in. Anyways, separation has the potential to end. It's going to be up to you, Aquarius, if you want to end the separation with this person or not. Anyways, let's close out with an oracle card. Hi, so many of them came out. Jeez. It's coming soon because the energy is gaining momentum. So it's coming very soon here. Open up to change. So that's change. Whatever you're doing now, basically do something a little different. Put a little change in there. I don't know. Go wild. I don't know. I'm going to leave that there. But we got Leo. We got Aquarius for these two cards. Leo and Aquarius. And then we have Pisces, and it says first quarter moon in Pisces anyway. It says honor your feelings. So I do think somebody's definitely coming in to end separation. It's up to you. You honor your feelings. Anyway, guys, I love you all. See you in the next one, and namaste, my friends.